Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I have moved rooms. You saw a cat on camera for a second there. I've not got everything that I need up here, but I do have most things. Got my wet palette, got brushes, I got paints. I even got my extra emergency paint system boxed. I've got my miniatures. Obviously, I think I'm going to try to get as many clan wraps as I can done-ish today, or at least on the way. Get some of that stuff sorted. But yeah, I might take a picture and actually post on social media, which is what I should do. All the fun stuff that I could have done before now, but it's already almost 8 o'clock. I wanted to start as quickly as possible. Yeah. 1 second. I might not bother posting. I'm just replying to someone's message me. Dear. Anyway. Good. I guess I only need the small painting handle if I'm even going to use a painting handle. Oh, should. Yeah, I see you. You're right. Yeah, a little teeny Skaven. That's how close I'm going to have it. For us to be happy. No, I guess I don't have any kitchen roll that I usually dab quick extra paint water off. Boots, what are you doing? He's investigating now, even though it's not only just happened. Cats. Like, what the hell are you doing up here? They're taking it over. Alcott showed the art for the new weapon coming, or weapon coming in the DLC. Yeah, I still haven't finished the game. Right. Doing something. Probably painting. But yeah. Need to get out me, is it beige red that I was using? Yep, got it. Beige red. For skin. And we're just going to try and get blasted. It's actually not bad up here. It's a buzzsaw. Is it any good? I'm gonna have to put it over there. The art looks nice. It looks like a suitable buzzsaw. Big two-hander. I'm getting a nice breeze through one of the Velux windows up here. More than I would have got in the other room. The only thing is I don't know where the sun's going to land, because at the moment it's on this wall above me, so I imagine it's going to kind of track that way. Hopefully not ever interacting with my paints, even though it's like late evening sun coming through that. So it might not be too bad. There's no like south-facing window, there's only west and north. West and north. Yep. But obviously, sun setting in the west means that I do get some sunlight. Sun is directed into your room in the evening. Yeah. Like saying the room downstairs is north facing, but also don't really get a lot of breeze through the window. The windows are 12 feet tall. Well, why did you decide to make a greenhouse instead of a house? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Oh, it's a converted mill. Ah. I'll let you off then. Yeah, I've been listening to the Skaventide audiobook. And we'll see if I can understand anything. Because obviously reading 40k or listening to 40k stuff, I already have a good knowledge of everything. Whereas I don't really know much about Age of Sigmar. Although it's quite Stormcast heavy. There's only been a few Skaven in, but yeah. I've not even had any chapters from the Skaven's perspective, if there are any, that is. Started listening to the Kane books. Yep. Mouth did not want to pronounce that. Quite a bit of this is cloak. priest is good. It's not actually been as hot as everywhere else in the UK. We only reached about 25, 26, whereas I know other places have gone above 30. A happy bunny that would not have made me. Right. This is my sort of clan scryer themed rat. I've obviously got a clan verminous one. Trying to see in Skipton. Oh yeah. Nice in Skipton. 28 in York. Yeah. Like I say, it only got to 25. But obviously humidity is 69. Nice, but 69. And it's been like 70, 80. Oh, it's going to get... Yeah, it's going to go into the 80s overnight. 90 at 6. 35 in Basel, oh god. Yeah, it's too hot for me. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to get that aircon unit up these ladders into this room. But if I can, I could probably get it out that Velux window and blowing cold air, aircon air, this way at me. But it's 25 kilograms and quite bulky. So yeah, it might not be even able to happen. One year Basel was so hot, flies died, causing small bursts of house death. Oh my god. Oh yeah, just shows like temperature shock, like how it can affect the ecosystem. And well, as much as I dislike wasps, there's a distinct lack of them, and they obviously are valuable for the ecosystem as well. But they've dwindled. Sorry I'm late driving to work, how's things? No, it's fine. You don't have to be on time or put things on while driving. Not melted yet. No. I'm enjoying an evening breeze through the Velux window to the west of the house. I think this is cooler than I would be feeling down in the room that I would have been in. That's currently where my normal PC setup is still. I've only put my 2 hobby desks and some of my hobby stuff here. Obviously the crap that you can see in the background, that's crap that needs to be thrown out. So it's not like I'm ready to move in. I've just moved my hobby stuff in. Obviously, there's the bed. I'm not sleeping in the room yet. I could. Yeah, weights bench. I'm gonna get hench. Even though I can only do 10 kilograms at the moment. It had 20 on it, and yeah, there's not a chance in hell that I could have done any lifting with that. I've got noodle arms. I think there's more weights like on these, because basically this primary desk that I'm on is kind of almost at the centre of the room at the back where the chimney breasts used to be, but they're kind of moulded into one, and they go up obviously to the roof exhaust, if you want to call it that. But there's like shelving like sort of in between those two arches, I would say. But I'm pretty sure he left some weights on here. Yeah, I can't see them properly, but there's some weights there. One of those shelves is where I've actually attached this camera to maybe reduce, like, if I wiggle and stuff, camera shake. I think it's helping a bit. But if that was on the desk, it'd be like I'm filming Battlestar Galactica, like the camera shake. Anyway. But yeah, it should be good when I get this all sorted. I need to get some stuff cleared out. I've looked into whether or not it's worth getting a skip hired, but it doesn't seem like it, because you can't dispose of like mattresses or like electronics. It's like, well, part of the... we need to get rid of a mattress. And there's some electronics that I need to get rid of, and that are probably... like, there's 2 old monitors down there that I think you can just barely see. Yeah. That they're broken. They need to be thrown. So, yeah. Things that need to be binned, chucked. But it's whether or not I can make an inexorable amount of trips to the local tip, or, yeah, hiring a skip, or even other waste collection services. And then, yeah, I can move in officially. But I've also got the rooms that I've been occupying to clear out, so it's, yeah, it's a lot of work that he's doing. And then I almost broke my leg getting this equipment up here, because I was too impatient to carry less things at once. So I lost my balance a couple of steps up the ladder, and then fell back all my weight onto my left leg. But thankfully I didn't seriously injure myself. It just hurts a bit when I walk. Oh, is that that's supposed to be cloth. We can leave that. As long as we remember and don't go colourblind and just paint over again. Carry more than you can. Well, not when you're going up a ladder. That's really bad advice. Carrying upstairs, yes. Up a ladder, no. I was lucky it wasn't while I was trying to carry my PC up. Oh, well, one of my PCs, not my main PC. But the hobby PC, yeah. I would have probably, like, dropped that, broken it, and then possibly the extra weight might have caused me some serious damage. I was lucky it was only like a couple of the mic arms and stuff, and this major light. But yeah, it was tough enough getting the PC up. Yes, it's a ladder. It's a fancy ladder. It folds up and down, sort of. It's not just like a worksman ladder, but it's still ladders. I would say that's quite common for attic/loft conversions, for it to be a ladder system. And I think, well, I don't know where they are, which is kind of worrying if I'm going to be occupying this room. In case of a fire, I've got some ladders that will allow me to get out of the house via the Velux windows. And obviously to safety. In case obviously the fire's blocking the only way out. Well, yes and no, Demon. The kitties know how to get up and down the ladder, and obviously I can't close them while I'm up here, because then I can't open them again. It requires them to be open and closed from below. Oh, they can get up easily. They're going to be upset because they've been living in here all by themselves. And I'm going to be invading their space that they've claimed. Look at what you linked to the oh yeah, two-handed buzzsaw. Well, no, the dog isn't at this house. I stay with my mother, and the dog is with my dad. And obviously, they have 2 cats and a puppy. We have 2 cats. But I'll be looking after their house over Christmas for a few weeks. We're taking my grandma. The Canary Islands. So I'll have a dog and 2 cats to look after. I'll be living there. So I'll have to figure out what I'm taking. I mean, these tables fold up, but I don't really want to be taking down things from this room again. That's a thought. I mean, obviously I have my gaming laptop, but or maybe I could make a sort of ghetto hobby stream set up via my laptop. No, there isn't a dining table. They used to have one in their old house, but they got a slightly smaller house. There's a kitchen island. But not enough space to play tabletop. Or use as a tabletop. Can't get your legs under the kitchen island. It's not like a breakfast bar sort of scenario. Hey Archeon. I feel like I need to do you the honours, unless you want to run away. Of no, I don't want to warn you. I want to mod you. Apparently, I can't do that quickly, can I? Nope. Come on, what are you doing? No, I don't do cooking streams. Am I gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way? I could maybe do baking, but then most of baking is just waiting for the oven to do its thing. And I can't do one of these. Oh, here's what I made earlier. Warn you and mod you. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Right. Mod. Okay, on. Good. You have been forced to be moderator. Conscripted. Sure, when I looked when I was doing it for Demon, it was like something that I could click his name and do, but maybe I'm wrong. Ah, Breeze. Thank you, Breeze. I might message my brother and say, don't you want complaining about it? It's lovely up here. There's a lovely breeze. It's not too hot. Whereas I'd be betting my swallocks off in that room. Yes, it will be freezing in winter. But I have an electric blanket that I bought last winter. That is a treat. It works a treat. So I'll just have that on. But I'm spending 3 weeks at my dad's house, where I can use a adorable pupper for warmth. But yeah, I don't think that aircon unit also counts as a heater. It'd be good if it was, but that's fine. Don't need it. The electric blanket's more than enough. I just need the world's strongest man to lift that aircon unit into here. And do you prefer the background? I took off the cutting mats because I felt like they were messing with the autofocus, which actually, to be fair, I could try autofocus again. Right. Now here's where I need to do this upside down. Menu. Oh. And then I have to look at the screen because it doesn't show up on the camera. Autofocus mode. Engage! Right. Maybe it'll like it now, I don't know. We'll have to see what it focuses on next model. And how much of your face is visible? Not a lot. And head. It's like a cheeky ear. I'll try not to depress myself by thinking that that's only 3 rats and I'm probably going to need to do a second coat on the skin. Focusing on the desk, isn't it? Come on. What are you even focusing on? Yeah, it seems like it wants to focus on the background. That's annoying. And I'm getting the fur as well, but I can paint over that no problem. Have I tried a single colour cardstock to tape down? Oh, right. Yeah, it could be that. I need some blank. I think I might have a big sheet of paper, cardboard paper, but it needs to be stuck down and flat. I won't want it to be like curling up or anything. I'm sure there's a solution. Which my solution was normally just use manual focus because you can get away with it. I was hoping it might help, but no. No, that's not what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to press menu, activity settings, manual focus, and then now it should be focused from about there down to there. Kind of what I wanted. But yeah, another one of these is like almost like £200. I was thinking that could help if I had 2 of them, but that's a lot of money. I just don't trust the autofocus on the camera that I've got. I don't think it's very good, which doesn't help. I promise, like I said, I don't have any kitchen roll. Oh no, I tell a lie. There's some in the Skaventide box. Hey, Boscanari. I think I put it in there when I was like, obviously, I just primed models. So yeah, just a bit of good old-fashioned kitchen roll. Not over fill the brushes with water. Take a bit, yeah. Details are hard to get to. I don't know if I'm doing the rats in the same sort of thing or rats in the brown, but I'll give them a bit of a coating and then we'll see what I decide. Okay, get his tail. It might be even that I just say that one coat and then an oil wash is enough for these clan rats. It might be good, might be enough. Because obviously we don't want to spend 20,000 years on 40 clan rats. We want to try and speed paint these if possible to get us to move beyond to more interesting things. So yeah, I might actually do that. But I won't know that result until later because I'm going to paint all of these. Hopefully. Well, I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I need to make a dent in them or else it'll never happen. Because if I paint everything but these, and these are left, I'm more likely to just go, nah. I don't want that. Anyway, these are beautiful, beautiful rat men. What are you on about? They are my babies. Food for snakes, and snakes are food for mongooses. What's your point? You need a cat army in Warhammer. Hey Dogbert, you're right. You had a pet rat as a kid. Hooded rat, called him Robin. Terribly clever. Yeah, I've heard that rats are supposed to be quite intelligent. Well, I sold my sister's army. Yeah, Dogbert. Kind of like didn't really feel like I wanted to deal with them in 10th edition, and someone was interested, so I was like, okay. Still got the Eldar, but they are woefully unpainted, and we'll need to wait until their codex comes out. Not that they're doing badly on their index, of course, but yeah, I kind of want to see what the story is. So I doubt we're going to get Space Wolves release. So now it just gets sold on. Yeah. Space Wolves release probably going to be next year because it's likely that the Primarch's returning, so they'll want to make a big deal of that. And take longer with it, of course. Go for Tau next. I just hate Tau. And I think Dogbert can probably tell you why. I fought against them far too often. To frustration. Rust returns. Yeah, it does seem like that's going to be... Well, because it'll make them a fortune. They'll bring back more Primarchs. Obviously, they're going to bring back, Fulgrim. Demon Primarch Fulgrim, because he's the only Demon Primarch that's currently, not doing anything. The rest of them are back. So I imagine you're going to probably have a minimum 4 Imperial Primarchs to 4 Chaos Primarchs. For years in Horus Heresy. Well, that's, yeah, when they were alive and busy. But in the 41st millennium, they're a bit wayward. Or dead, but they'll probably figure out some way of bringing Sanguinius back. No doubt. But yeah, I really wasn't impressed with the Sanguinol model. some people have talked to, they actually really like it, but I do not like it. It looks really dumb and dated, but maybe that's because it looks more like its original model. Maybe people think it's iconic. Looks a bit wooden. Yeah, it's just like not animated. I would want it to be in an action pose or maybe something more angelic, because you've got Saint Celestine. She's like a really awesome model, and she's supposed to be a bit like an angel, descending, not so much like fighting. But yeah, the Sanguinary Guard don't look too bad. I think they might have lost a bit of character, but yeah. Pretty much sold me on that army, that model. Yeah, I really enjoyed painting her when I had her. Getting like really pristine whites on the wings and the gold armor, which is what I similarly did for Commander Dante, who might get a look in now that people are gonna get more Blood Angels. I might sell him on. I don't think I'm going to get convinced to get Blood Angels. I think I'd have to completely abandon my Space Wolves to like oblivion before I went Blood Angels or any other loyalist marine. Because I don't think it's a good idea to have multiple loyalist marine armies, to be honest. Alright, let's keep going. There's 35 more to get the skin tone on. And hopefully I never have to paint another clan rat again, but I doubt that will be the case. But we need to have a game, Dogbert. You need to learn 10th edition. Although I don't know if you've decided that you'll keep with Eldar or not. Or if you're wanting to try something different. Your eyes behind Blade. You'll play Eldar likely. Yeah, well, they're not as horrendously horrific anymore. But they're still pretty good. Death Guard ain't good. No, not really. I mean, I think people are doing okay with them, but they reduced the Terminator's movement by 1 again, back to 4 inches. So if you rapid ingress them, great. Then they can just get ran away from. But they have tricks where, like, you can reduce the amount of AP and tax and something like that. They improve what the index said that they could do with their what's it called? Data slates. So their contagion thing got better. So -1 toughness and one of 3 things, like reduced AP or stuff like that. And then I think like a Hellbrute can spread the plague from its ranged weapons that are like 36-inch range, which is obviously hilarious. Skaventide 1 soundtrack complete, I believe. Have a look at yeah, there's Skaventide 2 for that one. yeah. Biotic Warlock, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm just working on some Skaven rat men from Age of Sigmar. Many clan rats to paint, so I'm trying to do my best to power through them to get to the more interesting things. Because obviously I painted this dude, the Claw Lord on Null Beast. And I'm pretty happy with him. It's fairly simple. I did the same painting process. I did 2 coats of the skin, 1 coat of every other paint, oil wash, and then I did a bit of highlighting on the skin with the same paint colour, and it looks way better than realistically the amount of effort that I put into it. But yeah, so these are the models we like painting. These are the models that we have to begrudge painting. But yeah, it's what it is. But I'm thinking I can get away with 1 coat of skin paint on these clan rats with the oil wash. It might work. I think also what happened with the Death Guard in 10th edition, Dogbert, was I had all the Terminators because I thought, oh yeah, the Death Guard Terminators are really cool, they're really tanky and awesome and unique, and it's like, oh no, Plague Marines are good now. It's like I had 0 Plague Marines. And like Plague Marines and Rhinos, it's like literally the 2 things that I did not have. And they made the things that I did have worse. Like Poxwalkers and the Terminators just got worse. And yet wanted to run like lots of Rhinos and Plague Marines with the characters that do wacky stuff, as always. Like the amount of mortal wounds that you could do via one of the grenade things was silly. I think you could do it like multiple times a turn, and multiple characters could have it, so you could have 3 of those. Is it the Biologist? No. I can't remember which one it was, but anyway, like the wrecked face. But I still have my Death Guard, and I don't think I do want to get rid of them. But I don't know if I'm waiting for the Codex, which could be, you know, a year away. But I don't think a Codex is going to fix the reduced movement on the Terminators. Probably baked into the datasheet this edition. But I didn't even feel like they're as tanky as they used to be either, which doesn't help. Artistically, my main problem with the new Death Guard were the tentacles. I think of Tzeentch and the overly cute Nurglings. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe tentacles were just an easier design choice. But I think I know what you mean. Alright. That's enough for you. That's clan rat number 6. Number 7. I've got like a halo blade. can't get over the different movement rules. Well, I think that makes a boring game. If you know everything that's going to happen, then you're just playing chess. Whereas if you have variables with dice, it changes things. There's more strategy involved in, like, well, I can't rely on that 7-inch charge or that 3-inch advance or whatever. You've got to, like, plan for failure as well as success, instead of knowing everything that's going to happen before it happens. Like, you'll know that their units can only move this and charge this, so you know exactly what to do. And you can still do that in 40k, you just got to be like, okay, can you advance and charge? Yes, okay. So the maximum amount you can charge is this, therefore I'll just stay just outside of that. So there's no chance in hell you can charge me, because we've measured it out. But, yeah, that'd be a lot easier, I suppose, with that sort of system of, oh yeah, you move 6 and I charge 6, so I've just got to stay 12.1 inch away from you, right? Or 13.1, depending on your engagement range system or charge system. But yeah, I think it has more interest, the game. But at least one of your arguments, Demon, Age of Sigmar is just tells you what you hit on and wound on. You don't need to worry about looking about how strong you are or how tough they are or what save they have. It's just, you hit on this, you wound on this, it has this amount of rend, and then the opponent deals with it based on their save. Obviously you can have bonuses to your hits and stuff, but the base of it is Clan Rats hit on 4, wound on 5s, and they have 2 attacks each, I think. Just off the top of my head. Rend 0, damage 1. That's it. You don't need to worry about, oh, but they hit on 2s, which means that my guy's hitting on 5s takes my hitting to 6s, and yeah, you know that. You don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah, I played a Vanguard game, which is like their version of Combat Patrol, with Noob Nath. I need to get him, or Crisis, to play me a proper 2K game of AOS. Start learning the game system properly. Any mistakes I make at this stage isn't too bad, because I need to go over the cloaks and stuff anyway. You have extreme doubts we'll ever see the Word Bearers or Emperor's Children again in 40k. Well, you say that, but they literally announced in the Chaos Codex that there will be a Emperor's Children Codex coming. That is, like, confirmed. So I think it mentions like Noise Marines or Lucius or something that's Emperor's Children. The reason of their absence or something. So, yeah. And obviously they're going to have to bring back Fulgrim. Demon Snake Boy. Fulgrim. Wait, when I say is Eidolon still alive? I don't know that. I don't keep up the Joneses with the Emperor's Children. But let me just look at what they said, because I can't fully remember what he said, but they wouldn't say that if there wasn't going to be a codex. Emperor's Children. Okay. 10th. Search. Show me. Because there's an index, isn't it? Say. The only thing is obviously that you have to have Lucius in your army, and it has to be the Warlord. That's on the index. Because they weren't in the Chaos Space Marine Codex. The Noise Marines and what's his face? Lucius. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be this year, and it might even be late next year if possible. But yeah, I mean, it seems like it's all but confirmed, but yeah. It was a Never Learn Fantasy. I got to Sigmar, just 5th edition 40k. By the time you got a proper game, as random your army was obliterated. Well, there is that, but just to keep playing and keep trying. But I guess it's different when you might have been playing someone that was more seasoned and you're a noob. And as always, did they try to teach you anything, or did they just go, well, this is just be fun, just whacking someone into the dirt? But yeah, I think I've been quite lucky finding that there's like a club for the game. So I've basically played every week for a good few years. More like fur, that sort of, I can't have to worry too much. I'll do the entire head and then I can paint the fur after. The Mongolian throat singing. I imagine it's definitely still the sound. Yeah, entering the war camp. But it could be Viking as well. in a way. Just read the latest lore. Currently unknown if Lord Commander is alive or dead. Yeah, well, as long as there's ambiguity there, they can easily just say, like, yep, survived. And obviously if they managed to revive Gulliman, who was like a breath away from death in stasis, then they can probably do a lot of things. Obviously, people keep speculating they're going to bring Sanguinius back by having him sort of his spirit embody the Sanguinor or something. Like, you can do what you like. And as I forgot, his army was well balanced. Mine was infantry based, marines, so I couldn't handle half its heavy troops or vehicles. Played 2 defensively because for shooting, I didn't want to reduce my bolters from 24 to 12 when moving. Oh yeah, it was that sort of edition where, yeah, it changed your range, yeah. Where it changed to more that the range stays the same, but you get rapid fire in closer range, which doubles your shots. Well, used to. Now there's a characteristic where you could have rapid fire 2, potentially, where every critical hit scores 2 additional hits. It's a rat. It is. It's becoming more rat-like by the second, although I'm doing all the first coats of clan rats. So I've got 40 to go through, and this is number 8 of 40. Although, technically, where is it? This one I did a test rat, so he's kind of ready to go. I don't need to worry about him. But, yeah, there's still a lot more of non-painted rats to rat. But yeah. Purpose for painting. I'm hoping to play them. So I've got the Skaventide box, and then I imagine they're bringing out, is it a Battle Force or something? They just released some new models. But I don't know if that's coming out in a box or not. But I've also already 3D printed a Doom wheel, so I could probably supplement the rest of the army with a printer for now. Or play 1000 points / Vanguard games of AOS. But Vanguard's kind of a slimlined edition of game system, so it's not identical. It does have similarities with Sigmar. What's the advice used to clamp the bases? I mean, it's just a overpriced handle, painting handle. The other one that I used for the big boy was the newer version of a painting handle with a big fat clamp for larger bases. But yeah, it does help rather than like awkwardly holding the base. When we're gonna get rats in 40k, I don't see why they wouldn't make space rats, but it took them how long to bring back space dwarves, the Votan? I guess it's a break glass in case of company failure. When they run out of Primarchs. Yeah, eventually got space dwarves. Don't call them squats, obviously, anymore, but yeah, Leagues of Votan. The Marines are well cool, that's why. I have the Space Wolves. I do like Marines. But yeah, getting into Age of Sigmar just to freshen the palette. Plus, quite a lot of the models in Age of Sigmar are really cool as well. A hobby for a while, yes. I think I started painting and playing at the end of 8th edition of 40k, which was... I don't know when that was. I think it's slightly pre-COVID. Slightly. So I'd say probably like 2019. Maybe 5 years. That's longer than I thought, but yeah. If that is the case. Hello, Layla. Because, yeah, I mean, I just sold off a Sister's army, Sister Battle. I got rid of the Iron Jaws that I had from when I tried to get into Age of Sigmar before. It didn't go very well. So, yeah, they're gone. I've still got Death Guard, Space Wolves, Eldar, Tyranids. Fallout no previous experience? No. I didn't really know of Warhammer until Total War and Creative Assembly. Or Creative Assembly did Total War Warhammer. And I was like, huh. I sort of knew of Warhammer, but I hadn't seen it or really interacted with it. And then I got into 40k more because I guess I like sci-fi more, which I do. But I do like fantasy too. But obviously at the time they were bringing out Total War Warhammer, they killed fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy, which is just like obviously hilarious because they brought it back because of Total War's success. But obviously they have Age of Sigmar, which was their kind of... We want to trademark all our units and factions and armies because we can't trademark elves and orcs. But, you know. They got 4 Primarchs in their break glass box. Yeah. I mean, the Primarchs that could come back are still many. There's only like Sanguinius and Ferrus Manus that you can really say that they'd have to do something special to bring them back. But Kharn is in the Webway chasing after Drukhari. Probably stuck in Comora though. The Dark City. Leman Russ supposedly is trying to find the Tree of Life to save the Emperor, but who knows? I think he just got bored and left. Vulcan sort of died, but he's a perpetual that never dies, so is he dead? Or is he not? Because he went into a massive... Was it a reactor with an orc? And he, like, tapped into the war energy. So, yeah. He could be still alive. Vulcan. Dawn was dead as a skeleton, but they changed it to a hand, so Dawn's clearly alive. But they'll have to give a good explanation to why he abandoned the Imperium. Because he's one of the ones that you'd expect, you know, he wouldn't abandon the Imperium except die. Oh, chilling in a sauna. Yeah. Every perpetual ends up dead. I don't think so. I mean, the Emperor's not dead. He's half dead, but he's not dead. And he would revive if they let him off the chair, but also the entire planet would explode, so there's that. But yeah, he would most likely resurrect. And Vulcan survived getting his DNA ripped apart by Magnus and many other things. Well, Grammaticus was a special case, wasn't he? He was given his perpetual status by the Cabal that could be taken away. It wasn't his genetics. He wasn't a perpetual. But he transferred his perpetuality to save Vulcan after stabbing him. But, you know. What's a bit of stabbing between friends? Stormcast are the true MVPs. I think Stormcast are interesting. It's just that since I already have Space Marines in 40k, I didn't want to just be like, oh, I'm going to get Space Marines, but in Age of Sigmar. So I did sell off my Stormcast half on eBay of the Skaventide box, but yeah. I can't deny that they are still cool. Space Marine's mum as well. Yeah, wasn't she ripped apart by Erebus and the Chaos Gods? So I think, didn't she die a true death? But it has to be special circumstances, like special anathemas, blades, and warp shenanigans. But even warp shenanigans by Magnus couldn't kill Vulcan, even though he tried. Yeah, I think it's Erda, is it? If I remember correctly. I think there's no link protection, but I can't be sure. So, you're welcome to try it. I don't think you'll be slapped for long. But yeah, you might still be slapped. Or else the demon can probably permit you. I know, looks like it's fine. Yeah, not slapped. What's up, Boots? Don't know what to do you? Yeah. Oh. You want to say hello to Cat? Yeah, they'll need to get used to me being up here, I think. So, like, what the hell? What's going on? Bots on the bed. And obviously, yeah. Books has come to say hello. Yeah. Hmm? Is that a... I don't want to be picked up anymore. Hmm? On my chair arm. I don't know if I should put the room light on, maybe. I don't think I need it because of this beaming thing of doom. But yeah. Right. Mostly aptly, I'm wearing my Total War Warhammer 2 t-shirt, which has rats on it. Not that you can see very well from that camera angle, but there you go. Although COVID robbed me of Warhammer 3 t-shirts, so I've only got Warhammer 1 and 2. Very sad. I might have to close the window. The breeze is that strong. I'm definitely gonna tell my brother, like, you're complaining, and then it's really nice up here. I suppose it could be bad if there's no breeze at all. Southeast sounds rough tonight. Why is that, like, super hot, super humid? No temperature drops. Many degrees C at night. No thanks. Take you off your thing so I can access your little rat feet. paint. Somewhat. I don't think I get really the inside leg, but this one already is tail painted when I was doing some testing. He's halfway done. Not really, but yeah. Oh, I did his arm too. Although it's not very well done, so I'll do another coat on that. But this was the one where the paint was too diluted on the arm, so I moved the tail when I was testing the paint. Not 20, it's 25. Oh god. Yeah, I would be very unhappy. What's it up here in Yorkshire for me? It's 17 degrees Celsius right now. It will go down to about 13, 12 by 6 in the morning. With a high of 22. But yeah. How you doing, Boots? She's on the weights bench. Are you going to do some lifting? Yeah, I am going to slightly close that window. I'm getting cold. Don't have a jacket. Might turn the light on. Not going to do much. There we go, slightly closed it and turned the pathetic light on. It's nothing compared to this. 27 feels like 29 today, up to 30. Oh yeah, because you... Will you be at max temperature? Yeah, you could still warm up. You have a blubber layer which insulates you until winter. Well yeah, I have a blubber layer. It's like, I'm never perfectly temperatured. I'm always too hot, too cold. Never just right. Do we need to close that one as well? Oh, well, closed more. There's two Veluxes. Oh, my leg. Well, apparently it's a Perseid meteor shower as well. I don't know if I can stick my head out the window later. Let's have a look. Is it supposed to peak today? Or has it already peaked? Can I just get a normal thing telling me what I need to know without 1,000 things to read? The Guardian, maybe. Peak overnight from Monday the 12th to Tuesday the 13th. So yes. Perfect time for clouds to roll into Wales. Yeah, so it's tonight. I think it might actually be... it's still mostly clear. Oh, it's going to be mostly clear until midnight-ish. It's from the north, right? Perseid. Yeah, I don't know where the constellation of Camelopardalis and Persis is. Persis is rising in the northeast. So you want to look maybe more towards the east. No, that's not good, because the east is that way. And I'm facing north or west. East is a bit harder. I have to fully stick my head out the window and try to look across the roof to the east. By the light of the 5th day, look to the east. No, I'm not going outside. Screw that. Plus, I'm not going to see to the east. I know I don't have good cover. South and north are the ways that I look at the sky. West and east are too covered by trees and houses and stuff like that. I'd have to physically go somewhere, like a viewing site, and on a work night, no. Burn it so you can see. Well, as much as I hate that tree because of how much it craps sap onto my car, it's not the only tree in the area. And there's also houses. I can't really demolish them. We walk. I mean, maybe if I went to the local park. Even then I'm trying to think if I need to face east. It depends how high or low it is. If it's quite low that you see the meteor shower, then going to that park's not going to help me. Yeah, I have actually done fairly well with the car though. I went to a mechanical car wash that I never took much stock into. Plus the horizon. Oh god, well that's worse then. I've no chance I'm going to see that. Ugh. I think I tried to see what the last meteor shower was, which I can't remember which ones they were. They were definitely north ones. Oh, and I tried to see the aurora, but the day after it was the best to see it, because everyone was like, oh, there's a chance you might see the aurora tonight. I was like, oh yeah, like they say every time and you don't see it. Okay. And then woke up and it's like, oh yeah, people in bloody France and the south of England have seen it. It's like, well, yeah, I would have seen it very well then, wouldn't I? But I was like, I scoffed at them. Aurora Borealis. Localised entirely in your kitchen. Not a chance. Yeah, I was very annoyed at that I missed the aurora. Perfect place for your ex-girlfriend's house, way out in the countryside. Yeah, sure she won't mind you popping by. Using some bananas Northern Lights. Well, yeah, I imagine so. Like you're in a oh god, is it latitude or longitude? I assume it's latitude. But I'm probably wrong. Whichever one is like how north you are. I'm very Skaven, he tracked to get me going. Well, can anyone see what Apollo goes on? We need to get to 50 to unlock affiliate. but I've not added it as a widget because I didn't want to confuse things too much. As the VOD is basically, well, I'm streaming on YouTube as well, not just Twitch. So that'd be a bit unfortunate to leave YouTube in the dark by having Twitch focused stuff alone. It's all fire at the time, yeah. Well, that's why it was so strong. Like normally you wouldn't be able to see it that far south, but the strength of the magnetosphere's disruption, the more vivid the display, and the further south you can see it, or the more it kind of undulates. Why just set the channel into 2? Well, part of me wanted like a fresh start, because I felt that neither side of gaming or like painting was doing it well on itself, on its own, which I know is like really not a good idea, because I don't have the time to properly put into both channels anyway. But I feel like having something that's focused, or focus me, as well as the content, if that makes any sense. But I do know that one or the other is going to suffer when one or the other has things interesting going on. If that makes any sense. I'm only one man that works full time. But at the moment, there isn't really anything gaming-wise that's keeping my attention / worth streaming. Until things like Frostpunk 2 and Space Marine 2 and all that comes out. But until then, I didn't want to just be like randomly streaming content that wasn't engaging to me. But also I know that's not a way to keep a channel going. So, I don't know. There was a very, very small thought of me just rebranding Hacksaw Ironwolf into Hacksaw Hobbies and then just basically abandoning doing gaming altogether, apart from on the rare occasion that I'm doing like a co-op Baldur's Gate 3 or random like, oh, I just feel like playing a game on stream tonight, you know, that sort of thing. But, yeah. Obviously, the ideal thing for me was always to just be branded Hacksaw, but that channel's or user already exists, and you can never get that if it already exists. Even if they never use the channel again, you can't get those usernames to be released. So, I don't know. Although part of me wants trying to do some actual painting YouTube content where it's like tutorialized / heavily edited, but it's the time and effort that's I don't have right now. And my vague idea was to be actually like, you know, recording these streams, somehow edit it together into some decent video content, but the way that you do those sort of tutorialized painting videos is quite different. I'd have to be like, every time I finish a step, take the models aside, take photographs of them, and B-roll footage of them rotating and stuff like that while I'm streaming. There'd be a bit of interruption where I'd be like, okay, well, believe me, I'm gonna have 5 minutes of, you know, photographing the base coat and then photographing the oil when I've done the oil wash, you know, stuff like that, like every major step, documenting it, and then yeah. So I'm sure other people that are very smart can do it, but I mean, half Instagram channels. No, I don't think so. I mean, more Well, yes, you could have it for like shorts and Instagram reels and all that, but mainly like full on kind of videos that, I don't know if you've watched those sort of videos that miniature painters on YouTube do, that they do full on editorialized content. Which did appeal to me, but like I say, I just don't really have the time unless all I do is that. Don't do any streaming or probably even playing any games. I just have to focus on recording the footage and editing all the footage together, and yeah, Excel crashed. Horrible, innit? When technology doesn't obey. And you only have ideas, because obviously those are my Hacksaw Ironwolf emotes that you're using. Like, what emotes are we going to want for the hobby side? And I need to probably adapt the channel logo, because that was just an emote that I used. That maybe I need a bit more of a advanced logo being brought up. I think I still probably want to keep it the kind of Space Wolf painting with the glasses on kind of thing. Or maybe I even go wacky and ask Millie if she can do a likeness of me doing the same thing. Flat cap and all. That could be interesting. But I'll have to see her availability. Oh no, she can do anything, yeah. She did the banner, the one that's like really well detailed. She did them. My emotes. It's just that the Hacksaw Ironwolf logo was done by one of her friends. But she could have easily done it as well. I think I might have a quick chat with her about it when I see him. Not this weekend, next weekend. It's Millie's birthday on the Sunday of the bank holiday weekend. Which is also Gamescom, which I would have liked to have gone to as well, but seeing Millie is fine. Got too wild on decisions yet. I don't know. I think realistically, I wasn't really seeing a way of Hacksaw Ironwolf as it was going anywhere. Like, yeah, fine. I was still happy to stream for you guys. But it wasn't like it was progressing anyway, so I didn't really see any danger in doing what I'm doing now. But yeah. Right, you got your other arm. I think that arm, I can see a little bit around the shield. But yeah, I might just commission for the logo, pop a few ideas by her. So she won't go full hand, she does a couple of sketches before you advance. Yeah, concept slash yeah, proof of concept, I would probably say. What? What? Are you meowing at? What's up? Spot. Come on. Come on, Spot. Come on. No? Alright, go on then. What? You can't just keep squawking and that's it. Come on, come here. Ugh. Cat number 2. Spot. Very vocal. You like to voice your displeasure, don't you? Speaking of cats, you watched the Exploding Kittens series on Netflix and enjoyed that. Is that based off like a guy's like comics? Which one is naughtiest? Oh. Hard to say. Spot's only naughty because she won't shut up. Gotta keep meowing. Card game. Oh yeah. But wasn't it like from Cyanide and Happiness? Is what I finally come to remember. Don't think so. No, it might be another one that's not Cyanide and Happiness, but is very similar. Well, not similar, but like was very popular at the same time. Was it like, oh god. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean because I just can't remember the bloody name. But no, it's not Cyanide and Happiness, but it's yeah. Something else. I don't know why I've got to say oatmeal or something. I don't know. You're gonna have to look now because I must know. Yeah, just tell me. Yeah, oatmeal. Yeah, I did. I got there. Yeah. I was just like, it can't be oatmeal. That's just, but it is. Yeah. I remember Happy Tree Friends years ago, which was different. Joking hazards. Oh yeah. What are you doing? What? You're exploring because things are being moved. You know. I mean, it's a very cat thing to do. You've changed the boundaries of my existence. I must know all the things about the changes that have happened. Even if I go places that I'm not supposed to go. I am wondering in this room if I can screw in some wall racked paint. Because these are like chimney breasts that come together. So I can't imagine there's any wiring in there. Or piping. To be honest. I also might get some, well, only I'd be able to see them, some posters. I think I had some in my old room. Like Middle Earth and stuff like that. I could even put up those ones that came in the Skaventide box. But I don't know if I'd want to frame them first. Because yeah, that's the thing, the background isn't going to be as interesting anymore because it's just the rest of the room. There's not... I'm not going to be able to have like miniatures or... yeah, anything visible. Unless I change the setup where you're looking at the wall, but then that's wasting space, I think. I think it's better to have it more open. I think I'm going to put my PC kind of on that side of the room. Because obviously the bed's just a little bit, like a metre away from the end of this desk. And this is a weights bench that I'll need to figure out what to do with. Brother's left like a big TV. I might be able to use that with my Formula 1 racing wheel chair thing. That'd be cool. Is that the end of the Vermintide soundtrack? It is. We go for the classic. We all like it. Well, I do anyway. Stood. Like I need to put on more paint.
Of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the unknown plains, seeking vengeance.
Yep.
Tasted the bite of his sword, named him
Give it a bit of a shake.
the Doomslayer.
Good. You never know, I might be mental and bring my electric guitar and amp up and start assaulting your eardrums with me attempting to play the guitar. I definitely have to try to learn something, or else it'd just be like really embarrassing. Started to learn to play, then ran out of time. Well, yeah. I ain't really done it properly since high school, so I'm more than 10 years out of practice, and I wasn't exactly very good back then anyway, so... And I've got very soft hands that'll need to callus up to be happy with the guitar strings again, because they're metal and painful. My acoustics, they're also metal to be fair, but I know you can get plastic strings for acoustics that are a bit easier on the fingers. Haven't really played since 07. Not practice in the evenings for free time because the kids are sleeping. Fingers bleed for sure. Yeah. Definitely. Or a plectrum. Well, it's not that. It's you putting your fingers for the chords. I don't think it's much of a deal for the strumming side. It's the hands on the frets. Fingers. But my problem is, like, I've got tiny hands. Well, I suppose it's not very helpful on a big camera, is it? But, like, my hands are tiny. I can't really effectively spread my fingers very far. Like, so I think I need, like, a 3/4 guitar or something to play better, because I sometimes struggle. I think it's not. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. Sometimes some of those chords really, really hurt my hand because I just can't spread them. And I was half joking with myself. I looked at how much getting a lute would be, and they don't really do cheap lutes. I was like, oh yeah, it'd be really funny if I learned some for when we're playing Baldur's Gate 3. I won't mention it to anyone, and then I just start playing random loot things. But it's like, oh yeah, you can't really get one for cheap. Years of biting nails and fingers, you barely feel a thing. Well, one positive for my Clear Corrects bracy things is I have stopped biting my nails because I can't bite them with them in. But I am getting them finalised and removed on Thursday. Was supposed to be Friday, but they've moved it forward a day. I'm hoping that they've moved my teeth, because you get a new set of both every 2 weeks. So I put in this set not last Friday, but the Friday before, Friday morning. So yeah, I'll be like just shy of 2 weeks with them in from Thursday midday. But it'll be so good to be done with them. I'll still have to wear retainers at night, which I'm completely fine with. But the day-to-day, like, oh, I can't really drink that or eat that because I've only got 2 hours that I can have them out for, and I'm not going to be able to brush my teeth for a long time, so I can't really go for something sugary or acidic too much because, yeah, so it's all that sort of stuff that I won't have to bother with anymore. I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll have that coffee. Oh yeah, I'll join you for this thing or that. And I'll be able to drink things more than water. Although I do like water, don't get me wrong, but it is nice to drink other things in life as well. I have to wear a night guard because my teeth would be dust without it. Yeah, I don't think I'm a teeth grinder. But I do snore, so there's that. But I'm half gonna entertain the idea of asking them, you have a CPAP? Oh yeah. I don't know if I should get tested with like sleep. But then again, now that I'm on the medical cannabis, I'm sleeping so much better, which I think is to be expected, but considering what I was like before, like, it's just a million times better. And I feel like I'm feeling an improvement from that, as well as obviously the normal effects of the stuff. Air mustard. Yeah. Last night you was laying on your patio couch with ice on your knees and ankles, feeling very old. Oh. Yeah, well, like I say, me landing on my leg Saturday night from a few steps up the ladder wasn't my ideal of a fun time. Because I think I was lucky I didn't fall back as well. But I definitely feel not so happy in my leg. But not like it's broken or anything. It just needs time to heal. And thankfully for it, I work an office job where I sit down all day. And when I come home, I like to sit down. But, oh well, at least I'm being productive sitting down, painting. That's how I can explain it to myself anyway. But who knows, maybe I'll add some interesting channel rewards now that I have more space in here. Slash a weights bench. I don't know if I want to do that to myself, or I might have to specifically put limits on it. Because there's no way my new alarms can survive many people requesting the weight bench. Squats with weights. Yeah, I'll need to definitely learn how to do that, because I will 100% do my back in if I just go, oh, this will be fine. I will not have the technique to keep my body in good order, for sure. Alright, I'm on rap number 14 out of 40. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, I know I'm not going to get all these done today. I'm not even going to get all of them skin coloured, I don't think, today. But at least we're making progress. Is it worse than bugs? I mean, I never really painted all my bugs, so yes, maybe. Although I had 80 termagants and hormagants, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was 60. I don't know. But yeah, I never got around to painting them properly, so yeah. And if I had the time to really well, I do have the time, it's just more that I want to have them done quicker than, yeah. But you could enjoy them, because they're pretty good models, even the small. I think they're really quite well detailed. And it could be quite fun to paint in non-trying to paint an army circumstances. It's just, yeah, the volume of them to do. And then, who knows, I might have to make more clan rats for my army in the future. But I wonder if I should get the Storm Vermin, because they're getting a new kit. But yeah, always good to have something like clan rats, because you can reinforce them, well, bring them back at half strength from the null holes when they die. The Vermintide will never falter. The age of man is over. The age of the Ratmen is come. Alright, we've got a cheeky rat friend under your foot.
Tempered by the fires of hell, his iron will remains steadfast through the passage that preys upon the weak. He set forth without pity and hunted the slaves of doom with barbarous cruelty. Unbreakable, incorruptible,
The Empire just needs to create Catmen to counter the rats.
could stand before the Horde, but the Doomslayer. For he alone
Do they not have, like, Hippogriff Knights or, like, stuff like that in Sigmar? Or do they not make it across the Rubicon of the Realm Divide or whatever it was? Who? Well, obviously in fantasy, the Empire had Demigryph Knights. I'm just wondering if Sigmar has anything like that with Stormcast, but I'm not sure. I don't fully know their line. And they definitely weren't in the Skaventide box. But there was a doggo. One of the characters has a doggo friend. The Griffhounds? Maybe. Number 19. On to number 20. Although technically it's 21 because this guy does actually count as finished, but... yeah. Draconis Knights and Storm Drakes. Yeah, I know there's some characters that were mounted on things, but I couldn't quite remember if there was any that were like cavalry equivalents and what they were. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the Imperial Agent stuff coming out, isn't there? Age of Sigmar. Stormcast Eternals. Wherever they are. Past Skaven, past Seraphons, past Slaves to Darkness, and Sons of Behemoth. Yeah, I said what? Stormdrake Guard. They are, well, yeah, mounted. Oh my god, £70 for 2 miniatures. Okay. Yeah. Gryph-hounds. Dracothian Guard. They look like kind of hippogriffy sort of things, but they actually are dragons. Look. Dragon. Yeah. But they feel like they're an old box because they're in the old type of box art. They've not been reboxed or rebranded. Obviously, this is what the newest boxes look like. They don't make a difference, they're still fine. Stardrake, which is literally just a dragon. Dragon. Yeah. What are those? Vanguard Paladors? Nope. Oh, I missed it. I don't want the Stardrake, I want whatever they are. Web store exclusive. These look a bit, well, not entirely demography, but yeah. Oh, is this the model that people want to make into the Sanguinor? Caradron Overlords. Oh, Dwarves. Dwarves have Caradron Overlords. They have Fire Slayers. Do they have another one? Or maybe it's just them two. Yeah, the Fire Slayers are literally like the Slayers. The Caradron Overlords are kind of the mechanical / automation machiney sort of stuff of the dwarves. But I don't know if there was a third faction or I'm just not imagining things. But I know there's Fire Slayers. And I think when you're able to pre-order, well, not pre-order, but reorder Grombrindle, I think I'll get him to paint. Oh, was it Grombrindle? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Because you could only buy him via the White Dwarf magazine. Obviously, he is the White Dwarf. But Yeah, I think you can buy him again in the future. I think it was like October, November or something silly. Maybe we can see if it's there at Warhammer World when we go near the end of October. If I can pick up a Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. If there's anywhere, it would be there. But yeah, there is a chance that we'll be playing more Baldur's Gate 3 with Darker and Tom and Max tomorrow. If not, then I'll probably try to stream more painting on this channel. Exo Hobbies, of course. The streaming of Baldur's Gate 3 would be on my other channel, Exo Wolf. But it's not confirmed. And then I don't know if we'll be going to be able to do the Baldur's Gate 3 with Lionheart, Darker and Battlesea on Friday, but obviously, yeah, should stream. Hopefully by the weekend I'll have the clan rats out of the way and then we can get back to the interesting things in life. Like hope. Because these are definitely going to feel like a slog, but the method that I am applying to paint them should hopefully yield relatively interesting, relatively quick results, in inverted commas. Right, number 15. Done. 16. What colours and pattern? This. But I don't know if I should have done the entirety of his armour in red. All I'd have to do is get a bit of contrast paint. Because that's what I did. I painted it dark silver and then I contrasted some Baal red. And then, yeah, the cloaks and stuff, brown, fur brown, the skin matching, and obviously any warp stone. Boots, what are you doing? Boots. You can hear scratching slash not what the cat should be doing. But yeah. Boots. What are you doing? You stuck? Not quite. Oh, yeah. Come on, Boots. freed yourself. Hmm? Oh. A little monkey. Too interested. Oh. I don't think she liked that. Oh. What are you doing? There you go, she jumped off. Silly cat. Alright. See if I can get 20 at least, because my energy is running low. I think it's a bit late to indulge in any more. Slash, technically I've smoked, vaped, gonna say. My dose for the day, supposedly. So there's that. But even then, it's not like I have it to hand. Got really quiet or finished? Oh, quiet. But yeah, not a lot of these rats will have, well, I guess they've got some armour, but more of it's kind of cloak and chain mail. Too expensive to fully armour clan rats. They'll just get whatever has survived contact with the enemy. Scavenge off their fallen, well, I'm going to say comrades, but Skaven don't really have friends. They care far too much about their own hides. Yeah, I don't mind making little mistakes on areas that we're going to paint over. That's no problem at all. I really wanted to, I could clean it up, but like I say, unless I needed to paint that to be a brighter colour and I hit it with something dark, then you'd want to clean it up because it'll just make your life difficult. Or say if when I'm painting the armour or the brown I hit the skin, I will want to remedy that quickly. Got to get your arm, your underarm. Easy to take you off. Right, that is number 16. Number 70. 70? 17. Well, 70, well, I don't know if I'll be crying or laughing. I think 40's enough. What are you doing? Hey? Yeah. Cats. Yes, it's a reason, more of a reason why I need to clear it out. But I am getting help from my brother who has just moved out to finalise all the crap that he's doing. What are you meowing at? After you're being naughty. Yeah, I'm just going over that side to be naughty now. I don't think she can really harm herself or anything else. Although there is a mirror there. You better not knock that over. She's going towards it, I better stop. Disaster. What are you doing? Come here. Oops. Come here. Come. Be a good cat and settle down. Hmm? You're gonna calm down. Go to sleep. Or not. Probably not. Are you? They're past 10 already. Time flies, eh? And you're painting rats. Why don't you go and spot? She's nice and snuggled up and trying to sleep. I think she is now. Well, now they're fighting. Well, they're a bonded pair of sisters. They're not really fighting. They're just partly fighting. Ain't gonna paint itself. As much as I might wish it. And then yeah, technically there's 2 more to do after this, because that one's obviously finished on its own. Might put you at the back then. And then that's a full squad of 20 rats. The skin base coated. Nothing else, just the skin. But after you do the skin, and then you do the leather, and then you do the metal, and the wood, shields. Technically, that's it. Just oil wash and boom, done. But it's easier said than accomplished. But yeah, hopefully have him happy in the next couple of stream sessions, because I won't be able to have a solid one. I mean, the Friday one might be quite substantial, but I'm busy on Saturday and Sunday, so I won't be doing a Saturday stream for sure. And then obviously you've got following weekend's a bank holiday weekend where I'm likely not to be in until Tuesday from the Friday. There's a chance I'm meeting a friend who's near London after I've met up with Millie and whatnot. Or I head back up north. Although there was a chance that he was going to be in Edinburgh and then I was going to see him in Edinburgh, which would have been interesting, going from all the way from the south coast back home here in Yorkshire. Definitely drop the car off and get the train, because I'm not driving from the south coast to the north in Edinburgh, even though I know Americans and probably the Canadians like Archeon would be scoffing, because I imagine that's not actually that far. I know it takes me 4.5 hours to get down south to the south coast, which I think is fine. I mean, I kind of wish it wasn't that far, but it is. Whereas I think it'd probably add another 4 hours maybe on top of that to get to Edinburgh. It wouldn't be very fun doing that in one day. I don't think. Right, 2 guys left. You've got a banner rat and a music rat. And obviously there's a banner mat and a music rat for the other squad as well. He's got a different banner. And the other one's got a bell, which is very on brand with Skaven. Yeah, I'm gonna actually put in and just amuse myself how it would be like. So let's go, let's say, from South Coast, where they live, then direction, not to my location, to Edinburgh. Yeah, 8 hour 13 minutes, so it is basically like double. Yeah, definitely wouldn't fancy that. But I'd basically drive 4.5 hours to home, then get in the train for a couple of hours. Yeah, I'm kind of glad if we are meeting, I'll be still down just north of London, so that's only like probably 2 hours away, something. From there. Although I will have to brave the infamous M25 on a bank holiday. Going about 100 kilometers an hour. Well, isn't that like same as what we would do? Isn't that similar to 70 miles an hour? Because obviously we work in metric and imperial because we are funny. Although maybe 70 miles an hour is like 110 kilometers an hour. I think. And 60 mile an hour is closer to 100 kilometers. Yeah, about 110. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, our motorways are 70 mile an hour if you're in a normal vehicle, which obviously some people drive vans and they don't realise that they're actually speeding because they should be going 60. Because it's national speed limit, it doesn't say 70 mile an hour, it says, well, it's a white sign with a black stripe, and that means national speed limit, which changes depending on the road you're on and the vehicle you're in. So if you're on a single carriageway, it's 60 miles an hour. If you're on a dual carriageway, 70, motorway 70. They're like normal vehicles. A bit more congested traffic normally. Yeah, I mean most of the time, as long as there's no accidents, it's pretty good. You can go pretty well as long as there's 3 or more lanes. Because if you go down a dual carriageway, and you have slow people in a left lane and slow people trying to overtake slow people in the right lane, or even better, 2 lorries trying to overtake each other, then you're stuck for miles on end. Speed limit changes based on vehicle. Yeah, it does. Mainly, like I say, vans and I think some commercial vehicles would be limited to 60 miles an hour on a motorway. People not knowing to drive just trying to abort. Oh yeah, it does. And obviously the people that hog the middle lane, never moving over, and then it's like, well, technically you're not supposed to undertake them, but also you can't overtake them, but you can't undertake them, so they're just, yeah, it's really annoying. But you just end up having to either overtake or undertake them because they're just not they're not doing what they should be doing. Which is, if the left lane's clear, enter it. Time to take out. Well, yeah. One case of a frustrating driver caused me to have my first and hopefully only speeding offence, because they frustrated me so much that I overtook them at speed, and then there was a mobile police camera ready to catch me going 47 miles an hour in a 40 mile an hour, overtaking an idiot going 30 or below. Yeah, definitely bad luck, because obviously had that police patrol camera not been there, I wouldn't have been caught, because obviously there wasn't a speed camera. Static speed camera. It was just one of those days that they go, oh, we're going to check people speeding on this road today, and then, yep, got me. But also the excuse is, well, you shouldn't have been speeding anyway, so you won't get caught. Which is very true. Going 140 and 100. That's quite excessive. But as long as it was safe and the conditions were favourable, then not horrible. I mean, obviously it's against the law, but you know. I have cheekily tested my car in that situation to just see how fast it goes. When obviously you shouldn't do that, but I think I got to, I don't know, above 100, let's say. I don't know, quite fully remember how fast it went, but it was kind of at a point where this doesn't feel right. The car is not designed for such speed. So yeah, I eased off the accelerator and slowed down. But I got going 15 or 25 just at the point where the road changed from 50 to 25. Yeah, that's like scummy stuff. But sometimes they do that because they want to make money. They know they'll catch people. But what they seem to be doing a lot, especially in my area, in Yorkshire, is putting up a lot of average speed cameras. So the idea is obviously they track you from one point to another point with the cameras and time it, so you can't just like slow down for the camera, speed up, and then slow down again, which is what everyone does on normal static cameras, especially on the motorway. It's like, oh, I know the camera's there, I can see it, so I'm going to slow down to 70, and then, oh, now I'm going to go back up to 90. And keep watch out for the next actual camera. Because obviously average speed checks, you won't get away with that, because it'd say, oh yeah, your average speed is you're going 80, so boop. But no, I think average speed cameras are a good idea if it keeps people safer. That's all that I care about. Does it prevent accidents and save lives? Then do it. I definitely don't believe there shouldn't be speed limits. There should. Alright, that's clan rat number 19. This is number 20. And then I think I can't do any more. Or at least I'd only do like 1 or 2 and then it'd be like, no point. But yeah. And then yeah, if there's no Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow, I'd probably try and do more and maybe be able to stream a bit earlier as well. Plenty of all giving out tickets and the wrongly speeding would not argue a ticket. Yeah, I mean, definitely should have a system that is it one of the Scandinavian countries where it's based on your actual income, the fine, not just a flat £100 or whatever, because to a rich person that's like hissing in the wind. But if it actually was a percentage of their income that actually hurt them, then it would be more of a deterrent. But obviously, since it was my first offence and not incredibly serious, I was able to go on a speed awareness course and didn't take any points on my licence and technically didn't have to declare to any insurance that I had been convicted. But, you know, there's a slight grey area there that if they asked you specifically, you'd have to answer truthfully. But I just did it online and then just was like, have I been? Nope, I've not got any percentage-based fines. Yeah, I got caught speeding. This was pre-COVID. So a long time ago now. And it was 47 in a 40. So I was able to take a speed awareness course, not take any points on my licence, and paid a fine. Can't remember fully what it was. It might have been like £100 to £200. But yeah, obviously by now that it's kind of run out or whatever. So if I were, obviously I hope not to, and I won't be speeding. If I got caught again, as long as it wasn't too serious, I would be able to go on another speed awareness course. I think it's like 2 years or something. But if you did another offence within those 2 years, you'd get the original points that you've waived via the speed awareness course on your licence, plus the points from the second offence. But I don't know if I was blessed because, like I say, it happened pre-COVID, but then COVID happened, so I was like, well, I'm not really driving anyway, so these 2 years, yeah, not doing too badly. Me too, 20 plus years back. Breathalyzer, which was cleared. Police let you off. Loads of parking tickets though. Yeah, thankfully I haven't had any parking tickets / bus lane violations or whatever other things that they like to fine you for. Like, I think you can even be fined if you obscure a junction yellow box. Like, even if you were expecting to clear it and then suddenly the traffic stops and you're stuck in the yellow box, you can get fined for that. But only if they have cameras on for it. Because yeah, if they can find a way to fine you, they will. no one ever caught me in the local countryside. No police around. I feel like that's where it's the most dangerous, to be honest. I'd be scared shitless to speed in a country lane. Unless you could see like really far away. But going to Dales, sometimes you go down those country lanes that are so narrow that obviously only one car can fit through, and it's like, oh, national speed limit. It's like, really? Really? That seems incredibly unwise. Laughed and let you go, sent ticket in mail. Speeding like 15 years ago, the officer pulled me over and was like, do you know how fast you were going? I actually did not. They told me 10 over. Did not know a car could get to that speed that quick. But then, yeah, obviously, still a ticket. Yeah. The thing is, we don't really get that over here. I've never been pulled over by a police officer for any reason, obviously. But I don't think it happens in the UK unless you've been put on their kind of watch list / whatever, and they want to actually pull you over for suspicion of whatever. It's not like, yeah, I've been doing anything. I have had an officer pull me over to let me go. I am a decent human. Yeah. That just seems like something that's quite American to me. Or especially portrayed a lot in like American film. Like the officers will just like pull you over for no reason. I rarely see anyone pulled over while I'm going out and about. Only occasionally see the police that have arrived for accidents, but not ones that have actually pulled someone over. I think I've only seen that like 2 or 3 times in the almost 10 years that I've been driving. I think that's partly because there's no police officers to, you know, do any policing, but they tell you to slow down. Yeah, I don't know. I think in the UK it's like if they've caught you and they've got evidence, they won't just let you go. I think you would get convicted. Sent a fixed penalty notice through the letterbox. You've been a naughty boy. I don't think you'd get a little slap on the wrist. Even the boy racers get off sometimes. Yeah, and I guess I've just never encountered it. I've not been pulled over, thankfully. I think I'd definitely worry that I've committed some serious crime if I got pulled over. I'd be like, oh my god. What do they think I've done? Like, did I just run over a pedestrian when I wasn't paying attention? I don't know. Something like that. Or obviously speeding. Right. That's sort of one squad with the skin painted-ish. Barring obviously the one guy that we had as a test that I've shown you that is basically done. He just needs the oil paint and texture on the base. But yeah, the other squad of guys, like, oh look, there. Completely unadorned. These guys. So another half to go to join the Claw Lord in battle. But like I say, I'm doing them first because I do have more fun things like a Oh, I can't remember what that's called. It's a new unit. The Warplock Giselles, Rat Ogres, Greyseer, and Warlock Engineer. So, trying to get the clan rats done to be moving on to greener pastures. Alright, I'm going to finish there. It's 11:15 somehow. I don't know if Twitch will allow me to raid yet, if I'm a big enough boy, or old enough, I guess is the real answer. Need to knock that over, but you know. I think your channel's got to be a certain age to be allowed. Or there's some sort of, obviously, setting that people have, so we'll see. But obviously, yeah, if anyone's here that's new, likes what they see, somehow, because there's not really a lot being done, make sure to follow. I'm working towards affiliate where I need 50 follows. I think I'm about halfway there. Living on a prayer. But, yeah. Trying to find his, yeah. Tactical Tortoise is doing a tournament. No, I'll find someone that's doing something. Someone else is doing rats. Well, it's a match made in rat heaven, as long as I can actually raid them, that is. Because it still might not be possible. Alright. Get the keyboard out. I'll need it. Please let me raid. Nope. Do not allow you to raid at this time. I want to be friendly, and I can't. Well, on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end.